Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Our today's lesson is about molecules and its types. It is a topic of class 9 chemistry, chapter number 1. First of all, we discuss about molecule. What is a molecule? A molecule is actually the smallest particle of an element or a compound which can exist independently. And the second characteristic of a molecule is it is always a neutral. It is always a neutral, means a molecule is formed by the sharing, by the complete transfer of electron from one element to another element. For example, in carbon dioxide, carbon is tetravalent because it has 4 electrons in its valence shell, and carbon dioxide is formed between the sharing of electrons between two oxygen and carbon atoms, and overall carbon dioxide is a neutral molecule because it is formed due to the mutual sharing of electrons between oxygen and carbon atoms, and due to the sharing of electrons they have complete their octet. ये अपना वैलेंस शेल जो है वो मुकम्मल कर देते हैं शेयरिंग ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की वजह से. And now we will discuss about the types of molecules depending upon the number of atoms. Depending upon the number of atoms, molecules are categorized in different types. For example, first one is monoatomic molecule. Monoatomic molecules consist of only one atom. For example, helium, neon, argon, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. These are present in group number 8A in the periodic table, or group number 18. The first element, first molecule, that is called helium, has 2 electrons in first shell, and first shell can accommodate 2 electrons, and all the remaining molecules that are present in group number 8A have 8 electrons in their valence shell. They don't lose, share or gain electrons. They have already completed their valence shell. So these are called monoatomic molecules. Monoatomic molecules consist of only one atom. The word mono means one. And second one is diatomic molecule. Diatomic molecules consist of 2 atoms. For example, oxygen, hydrogen, a molecule of oxygen, a molecule of hydrogen, and a molecule of chlorine, etc. These are diatomic molecules because they are formed between 2 atoms of oxygen, 2 atoms of hydrogen, chlorine, etc. And the third one is triatomic molecule. Triatomic molecule consists of 3 atoms. For example, H2O is a water molecule, consists of 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen atom. Carbon dioxide consists of 3 atoms, 1 carbon and 2 oxygen. And in the same way, ozone, there is an ozone molecule and it has 3 atoms of oxygen in it. These are triatomic molecules because they consist of 3 atoms. And the next one is homoatomic molecules. The word homo means same. Homoatomic molecules are those molecules which consist of same kinds of atoms. For example, N2, O2 and O3 and Cl2, etc. There are same type of atoms in these molecules. For example, N2 has 2 atoms, nitrogen, and the second one is nitrogen. There is a triple covalent bond between 2 nitrogen atoms because nitrogen, the valence shell of nitrogen contains 5 electrons. The atomic number of nitrogen is 7. It has 2 electrons in first shell and 5 electrons is valence shell, means second shell. So it requires 3 electrons to complete its valence shell. When one nitrogen atom combines with other nitrogen atom, they share their valence shell electrons. And become a stable molecule, that is called nitrogen molecule. And the second one is oxygen. The atomic number of oxygen is 6. The atomic number of oxygen is 8. It has 2 electrons first shell and 6 electrons in its second shell. or valence shell, so it requires 2 electrons to complete its valence shell. So when one oxygen molecules approaches with other oxygen molecules, one oxygen atom approaches with other oxygen atom, they share their two electrons each. A pair of electrons is shared by 2 oxygen atoms, and a double covalent bond is formed between oxygen atom and oxygen molecule is formed in that way. And the next example is ozone, and the next one is chlorine. Chlorine, the atomic number of chlorine is 17. First shell of chlorine consists of 2 electrons, second shell consists 8 electrons, and the third shell consists of 7 electrons. So chlorine share 1 electron with other chlorine atom and form a molecule that is called a chlorine molecule. So chlorine is also a homoatomic molecule. And the next one is heteroatomic molecules. Heteroatomic molecules are those molecules which consist of different kinds of atoms. Heteroatomic molecules consist of different kinds of atoms. For example, H2O, there is 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen in one molecule of water. NO, nitrogen monoxide, it is not monooxide. This word is monoxide, nitrogen monoxide. Nitrogen monoxide consists of 1 atom of nitrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. And the same way, the second one is carbon dioxide. There is 1 atom of carbon and 2 atoms of oxygen in one molecule of carbon dioxide. So water, nitrogen monoxide and carbon dioxide, these are the examples of heteroatomic molecules because these molecules consist of different kinds of atoms. And the last one is polyatomic molecules. The word poly means many. Polyatomic molecules are those molecules which consist of many atoms. For example, H2SO4, 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of sulfur and 4 atoms of oxygen are present in one molecule of sulfuric acid. And in the same way, there is a molecule of glucose, C6H12 and O6. There are different and many atoms that are present in one molecule of glucose. And the same way, benzene, C6H6 is the molecular formula of benzene, and benzene is also polyatomic molecule. These are different kinds of molecules depending upon the number of atoms, and depending upon the mass number, there are also another 2 types of molecules, micromolecules and macromolecules. Micromolecules are those molecules which have small molecular or less molecular weight. For example, glucose, C6H12O6 and water molecule, these are the examples of micromolecules. And the next one is macromolecule. Macromolecules are those molecules which which have high molecular weight. For example, proteins, for example, starch, and for example, carbohydrates. These are the examples of macromolecules because they consist of high molecular weight. And depending upon the molecular mass, molecules are divided into 2 categories, micro and macromolecules, and depending upon the number of atoms, molecules are divided into these different types. So this is our topic about molecules and its types.